Hi, Andy Ruzicka with STL TV, spotlighting a local upcoming feature film featuring the activist, rapper, state politician Bruce Franks. The movie is going to be called St. Louis Superman, and I'm joined by its filmmaker, its creator, Jon Alston, who went from breaking up plays in the NFL to now breaking the box office. So, Jon, thank you so much for joining me and taking time out to talk about the film today.
I appreciate you having me to talk about it, Andy.
Well, tell me about your background as a filmmaker. You were obviously played in the NFL. Did you have an interest in filmmaking before the days of the NFL, or did you start playing and then after you retired that, okay, this is something I really want to pursue?
No, growing up, I always loved like comic books and television and film, and the arts were something that was just always something that's interesting to me. When I got to Stanford the first time around, I studied public policy with some dramatic writing in my background, but didn't really want to jump all the way into the arts, So I focused on football, got drafted, and I played for 5 years. And I think before my last season, I did like this one of these semesters or months at New York Film Academy in New York, and you always see the advertisements. And it was actually really eye-opening because I kind of really liked filmmaking and working with the camera and working with actors and things like that. And so that's something that kind of continued to carry over and stick within me as far as filmmaking is concerned. After I retired, I made a movie in New York, and that's on iTunes and stuff like that. Premiered at St. Louis International Film Festival, and then I went back to school. I got a degree in film and media studies at Stanford, and I got to USC for grad school, and then just really immersed myself in the world that way. And then I guess I wrote 2 seasons on All American, the CW Netflix show, and now I'm focused on the feature film for Bruce because we've invested a lot of time and a lot of effort in building that story out, and I think it's just really, really pertinent to the time that we're living in. And so Bruce's story is quite amazing as someone who did actually lift themselves up from their own bootstraps and became something that mattered to people. And so that's a story I really want to tell.
So again, about this particular film, St. Louis Superman, and what drew you directly to this film, though? I know you had some St. Louis roots. You played for the Rams for just a few years, I guess. What drew you specifically to Bruce Franks?
Well, aside from the familial connection, but with Bruce's story, first of all, just to know Bruce, just to know a very, very intelligent, very sensitive, like just a very caring, but also just a clever person. I mean, like Bruce is one of the most fascinating people I've ever met, because I know from where I'm from, Louisiana, a very small town, to where I've been and the things that I've seen, I know the advantages that people have to do the things that he's done. He didn't have the same advantages. You know what I mean? And I would say even less advanced than I was in so many ways. But to have the courage to lead as he has on so many different levels is just fascinating. But then you talk about what he endured over 300, almost 400 nights protesting in the streets. And then to go and to say, okay, well, I'm going to be a unifier after this, right? To work with police, and then to run for office in a civilized manner in a way, and then to impact change there. It says a lot about the brain of a person who can evolve through these various stages in life, combining that journey, being authentic and true to the self, and then going out and achieving something that others have not. We need more people like Bruce in politics. And so I think that story spoke to me personally, but also it speaks to the time.
How far are you along in the process? When do you anticipate the film being readily available?
Oh man, readily available. That takes time. Let's get to these funds, and if everything goes well, we can film it this year. That'd be great. But just getting through that screenplay, it's a very, very difficult story to tell. There aren't many stories just like it. So when you're talking about a portrait of a person who's living with people who experienced it, living at the same time, a lot of boxes to be checked. But hopefully it'd be out in 2022. That'd be best.
Well, is there anywhere people can follow the timeline or follow the movie as you kind of curate the process? Do you have a Facebook or Instagram?
Yeah, just follow me on Instagram at the.alston. That's really easy, where I kind of keep things updated until I build out the sites and things of that nature. But right now, like I said, we've got another social justice-based short film moving right now called Augustus, and like I said, we're in the running for the we're Academy qualified, so we're out there right now, getting voters on our side, and gotta get that one moving. And so St. Louis Superman is next.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for your time. I'm so excited. I'm going to see it myself, so I'm excited for this film.
It's gonna be good.
Thank you so much. This has been Spotlight, the film St. Louis Superman. We'll be following the progress. For STL TV, I'm Andy Ruzicka.